As I walk on this path of life, guided by the JEHOVIH insight, every word, every line, every page I read, transforming my soul, planting a seed, embracing the wisdom of the ancient text. In every chapter feeling blessed, the truth it unveils, the secrets it holds, connecting me to the universe's moves. Living in harmony, in peace and love, light and shining from above. Oh, I speak, guiding me on. In the stillness of my soul, a new dawn. Embracing the light, letting go of the dark. In every moment, creating my mark. Through trials and tribulations I stand tall. JEHOVIH's teachings breaking every wall. My spirit soaring, my heart at peace. In the wisdom of JEHOVIH finding release. Aligned with the cosmos in perfect flow, living by its principles, letting my light glow. Harmony and love, the essence of my being. Oh, I speak, guiding me on. In the stillness of my soul, a new dawn. Embracing the light, letting go of the dark. In every moment, creating my mark. Oh, I speak, guiding me on. In the stillness of my soul, a new dawn. Embracing the light, letting go of the dark. In every moment, creating my mark. Oh, I speak, guiding me on. In the stillness of my soul, a new dawn. A new dawn. Embracing the light, letting go of the dark. In every moment, creating my mark. Creating my mark. Oh, I speak, guiding me on. Oh, I speak, guiding me on. Oh.
My favorite color's blue. My favorite color's blue.
The dog.
My favorite color's blue. Favorite color's blue. My favorite color's blue.
The dog.
My favorite color's blue. My favorite color's blue. My favorite color's blue. My favorite color's blue. My favorite color.
Blue shoestrings in my red truck tails.
Yeah, the game coming, creative king coming. Turning up the light and watch some boys start running. Let me tell you something, we ain't out here doing nothing. I can tell you scared, boy, niggas stop fronting. It was all in the plan.
Welcome to the JEHOVIH Chronicles with your host, Cosmon Cal.
solution for all the hurt, the sorrow, shame. I know I'm to blame. Cause I tried to run away from home. Oh, I found myself all alone. Trying to sing this song. Had to learn the lesson on my own. Don't go this home. That's how always home.
Sunflowers supposed to make it big and tall, but not for you and me. Sunflowers bloom, but not for me and you. We just boom and let go, big explosion. Some float away, it's just the wind that takes them. Some are waiting on a hand to save them, and that will never be because you don't want me now. Zephyr hills is sunny, don't you water me, cover me in your feet, make the ocean sing, whoa, bring the rain down. Some others know they better leave than fall, but at times I don't never leave because you don't wanna be enough. Oh no. Set the hills are sunny, water me, cover me in your feet, let me go to the gold. Make it for me, let I be free from you. Make it for me, let I be free from you. You be crazy.
Welcome to Controversial and Deep Biblical Breakdown. Welcome. Oh, controversial. I got some backlash. Hold on, I got you. Get it right, Councilman Cal over there. I see you. Welcome to Controversial and Deep Biblical Breakdown series, sponsored by the Scoring Black Man podcast. I'm your host, the Doc Israel, aka Hilltop Strophic, aka Hilltop Trail Tribes. Tonight's show on Controversial and Deep Biblical Breakdown series, Cosmic Cal, baby, aka Cal P, aka Detroit, up in the house, East Side, baby. Tonight, his presentation is the place of the woman in the Creator's kingdoms. And I'd like to give a special shout out to Cosmic Cal, man. You know, it's a blessing, man. It's an honor, man, to have you on here, man. Me and the brother Don and Huda, we always talk about it. The brother Zadok. Shout out to the chat out there. We always talk about. We say, man, it's two people.
Bro, I'm getting a feedback.
It might be your thing. You got to open. Let me see it real quick. Oh Lord, it hit both of them. Come back on, KLP. We'll put the thing. We'll put the link back up here one more time. Like I say, welcome to Controversial and Deep Biblical Breakdown series, sponsored by the Scoring Black Man podcast. I'm your host, Zadok Israel, aka Zadok Strophic, aka the Hilltop Strophic, aka Hilltop Trail Tribes. We got the presentation by the brother Cosmic Cal. It's called The Place of the Women in the Creator's Kingdom. And I'm gonna give a shout out to the brother Zadok out there. Zadok, man, you want to come on, man? Because you might have periodic questions that you might want to ask the brother. You got a feedback. Close out any kind of YouTube tab that you got.
Who, me?
Close out the YouTube tab and keep up the StreamYard tab. And we're gonna see we got some feedback. No feedback now, baby. All right, peace and love.
Everything good? Everything good? Everybody can hear me?
Everything good. Shout out to Set Apart Living. That sister right there, strong sister from LA. Sister told me right. One day I was on, I didn't speak kind of freely. You know, I said something on, I think it was one of the podcasts. This was saying, hey, look, I don't like the word bitch now. I'm from Compton. I'm like, with a cutter nigga got there to use it. I ain't talking about you righteous sisters.
Shout out to my sister, man. Shout out to Set Apart Living. My sister Hooper. That's my OG. You dig what I'm talking about? That's Iman.
Shout out to sister.
You dig what I'm talking about? Peace to the righteous gods and Nirvanian goddesses. Creator Gang is in the house. It's your boy Cosmon, man. We're gonna have a great show today. with my boy Hilltop. We waiting on Don Yehuda and Zadok to come on in. You dig what I'm talking about? Shout to everybody in the chat. You dig what I'm talking about for coming through. Elijah, C. Lies in the house. We got Zadok in the house. You dig what I'm talking about? Sister Tikva. You dig what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good one, man. Call your aunties, call your mama, call your cousin them. You dig what I'm talking about? Get all your sisters and your daughters over here to the Scorn Black Man channel. You dig what I'm talking about? Because we're gonna bring out some heat today. Some of this Vortexian heat. You dig what I'm talking about for my sisters, man. You know, and I hope it bless and edify not only them, but everybody.
Con. Shalom, brother Zadok with an S, man. My brother Mar.
Shalom.
I call it bird. You know, I call it bird thing.
What's going on? Hey, what's happening, man? Hey, peace to the righteous guys, peace. All praises to the Creator, all praise to the Most High. It's good to see y'all, man. This is gonna be a good topic, man. I already bigged it up. You know what I mean? So, you know, a lot of people, you know, gonna be chiming in, man, or whatever, or listening, and just let the brother chop it up, man. Hey, break it down, man.
Shout out to mother. Hey, man, shout out to Malachi Maccabee. Malachi Maccabee, man. Listen, man, I'm gonna hit you in the inbox. We need some more controversial.
That boy Malachi got that fire, don't he? That
hey, man, you and Queen, all them STLs, man. I ain't gonna lie. Him and Queen Nefertali, them STLs representatives, man. They got the shit on fire right now, man. They're like, God, hey, man, tell them come on and do this right here. I said, damn, I got to goddamn bring them back on here again, boy. Blessings, man, the brother Malachi Maccabee. Blessings, the brother Don Yehuda. What's going on, brother Don Yehuda?
Hey, shalom, everybody. Shalom to the panel. Hey, how you doing tonight, brother Cosmic Cow?
Oh man, it's a good one. It's a good one, Don Yehuda. We're gonna try to make this one pop. Go get your daughters, get you some popcorn. You dig what I'm talking about? Go get you calypso. You dig what I'm talking about? Put your feet up.
Yeah.
Put your thinking cap on. Put your spiritual suit on. Put what they call it, the armor of God. You dig what I'm talking about? You need to put on your discernment cap today, because we're gonna shout out the sisters.
Let's get it.
And once again, the title of the show is Cosmic Chaos presents The Place of the Women. Once again, let me repeat that. The place of the women in the Creator's kingdom. The place of the women in the Creator's kingdoms. So, hey, without further ado, brother Cosmic Chaos, man, my mic is on mute, man. The floor is yours.
Well, first and foremost, as always, we like to give all praise and thanks to the Most High Creator, JEHOVIH. You dig what I'm saying? And with that, I'm here personally to balance all balances, checks all checks, because y'all know what's about to happen next when you see the butterfly vortex. It's your boy Cosmon. I'm about to bring it out. Come on, sisters. Come on. Come on in. We got something good for you today. The Creator calling you. Come on home. Huh? Son of Jehovah, Jaja boy. I'm one of Iwata boys. I'm here to talk to you. Hey, can you share my screen for me? Hold on, let me put it up. Let me put my screen up for you, because we're going to get right into the topic. We're going to get right into the topic.
There you go, my brother.
Right? Can everybody see it?
Gone.
Okay.
Gone.
With this build, right, we're going to shed a little light in this Cosmon era. Cosmon meaning today, right now. Not old revelation, things of past. No, we talking about new revelation right now for today. And I thought it important that I point out the position, right? Elijah Muhammad said one time that, and it was repeated and reiterated by both Malcolm X and Louis Farrakhan, that the birth of a nation comes through its woman. It is on the backs of the men, but it's through the woman. You are greatly, greatly appreciated, and it is why Creator brought me here to you today to bring you this lesson. This lesson is the place of the woman within the kingdoms of the Creator. Let's get to it. First things first, let's see what is commonly said about the role women play in modern religion, what they must do, and what happens to them if they don't follow the tenets espoused in biblical narrative. Let's learn what is commonly said and believed by many today. Let's go here. 1 Timothy 2:9-15, where it says, I also want the women to dress modestly, with decency and propriety, adorning themselves not with elaborate hairstyles or gold or pearls or expensive clothes, but with good deeds appropriate for women who profess to worship God. But we already got a dichotomy right here. We got a problem right here. It in the very first two verses insinuate that a woman who does have an elaborate hairstyle or does own gold or pearls or expensive clothes can't do good deeds that are appropriate for women right off the top. But with the good deeds appropriate for women who profess to worship God. A woman should learn in quietness and full submission. I do not permit a woman to teach or to assume authority over a man. She must be quiet. For Adam was formed first, then Eve, and Adam was not the one deceived. It was the woman who was deceived and became a sinner. But look at 15. But women will be saved through childbearing if they continue in faith, love, holiness, and propriety. But take note of verse 12 right here. It says, I do not permit women to teach or to assume authority over a man. She must be quiet. Notice also in 15, right? Down here in verse 15, that you've been punished to have pain in childbirth. And it also, a thing that I just today was going back over this and looking it up, right? Going back over the lesson. What about, it doesn't say about if you are saved through childbearing, right? What about the women who go through their whole life without bearing a child? But yet they continue in faith and love and holiness and propriety. Can they not be saved? Huh? But notice you've been punished to have pain in childbirth, as stated in Genesis 3:16. As we see here, 16, Genesis, 3rd chapter. To the woman, he said, I will make your pains in childbearing very severe. With painful labor, you will give birth to the children. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. And yet, right, somehow this punishment, right, is your saving grace. And the question must be asked, if pain during childbirth was given as a punishment for eating of the tree, was there a woman on earth who has ever given birth without pain previous to Eve? There must have been. But how? Because if that were true, then woman would never have known it was a punishment, since she, Eve, is the only woman in existence per the biblical narrative. Read, y'all gotta read, right? So he punished Eve with pain during childbearing, right? But how would she know? How would she know that it was a punishment? Here we go. Let's go further. The first thing a woman is taught about her place in the heavens of the gods, Lord gods, and lords of the biblical narrative is to shut your mouth. 1 Corinthians 14, 34 and 35. The women should keep silent in the churches, for they are not permitted to speak, but should be in submission, as the law also says. If there is anything they desire to learn, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is shameful for a woman to speak in church. But what if she's a good woman who doesn't have a husband yet? So I guess you're just supposed to stay in ignorance. But you begin to learn very fast that your words, sisters, and your teachings and your ideals are not only not wanted, but your very God does not permit them. 1 Timothy 2, 11 and 15. A woman should learn in quietness and full submission. I do not permit a woman to teach or to assume authority over a man. She must be quiet. You are also, in the very beginning of your learning, indoctrinated with the ideals of subjugation and submission, as we've read already, as your role in this life and the next. But what does it mean to be subjugated or to be under submission to another? Submission, the definition is the action or fact of accepting or yielding to a superior force or to the will or authority of another person. Notice that. The definition of subjugation, a noun, the action of bringing someone or something under domination or control. And ask yourself, should a person submit to another person? The creation submitting to the creation? How odd. Or should you only submit to the will of the Creator? Did he not say he was sufficient for all his creations, as revealed through Owaspi? Book of Esdras, chapter 48 and 60. Jehovah said, behold, I created, and I am sufficient for all men. Huh? This is Ephesians 5, 22 through 33, but we're going to read to 22 through 24, right? Wives, submit yourself to your husbands as you do to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body, of which he is the Savior. Now, as the church submits to Christ, so also wives should submit to their husbands in everything. So we right back here into submission and subjugation as your role in your God's biblical narrative, right? Also, another good thing, notice Christ saves his body, right? It says Christ is the head of the church, his body, of which he is the Savior. So Christ saves his body, but somehow expects you not to save yours. But notice in Ephesians, it is commanded that you must submit totally as your husband submits to the Lord. But wait, isn't the Lord a man? As admitted by the Lord himself in Exodus 15:3, where he states, the Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Huh? Look here, 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I want you to realize, right? Hold on. The problem right here becomes that in Owaspy, right, true God, right, reveals that he is nothing more than a one-time man also. And furthermore, never asked for praise or submission. So who is that saying that if you don't praise, if you don't submit, in your Bible, you're going into a lake of fire forever, right? And as I said, furthermore, true God never asks for praise or submission. He gives liberty in all things. Look, 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I want you to realize that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. Right? So follow me. If the Lord is a man and your husband follows him, and you follow your husband, and the Lord follows God, a one-time man, is this not man worship? And notice, in this whole situation, no one is praising the Creator, only creation. There seems to be a loop in the logic. As we see in the religious text, right? Listen, sisters. As we see in the religious text, there are no clear answers to the position of women in the afterlife, nor the kingdoms of the gods of the religious dogmas. But what they have taught us clearly and majorly is three things. 1, submission. 2, subjugation. And 3, silence. The Creator reveals that in likeness of himself, he created humans, male and female. But the dogma of religion teaches that black equals bad or negative equals evil. And in that same vein, right? In that same vein, it also teaches that the woman is second and hence lesser than her male counterpart. The biblical gods even dropped the cause and creation of sin right at the feet of woman. Didn't it say? Let's go back. What did it say? That it was the woman. And Adam was the one who was not deceived. It was the woman who was deceived. And became a sinner, right? They dropping all of sin onto your plate, right? They dropped it right at your feet, sister. Well, just as there is a left to every right and an up to every down, a positive to every negative, a nah to every on, so is there a female to every male. It is revealed through Owaspy that you are not only needed, sisters, you're not only needed, but more importantly, that you're necessary. But all praise the Most High Creator. Peace to the righteous gods and Nirvanian goddesses for allowing truth and light to be shared in these days and times so that we can surpass and rise above the dictates and dogma of false gods and the beast religions of today, which is still the same beast religion spoken of in ancient times and revelations. But there is also another way for you to prove to yourself that there is truly no limit to your own spiritual advancement and ascension in the Creator's kingdoms. Huh? And that is to actually look at creation itself, right? Because there's a way to prove this to yourself. But you must actually look at creation first. Okay. We serve not only the creator of all knowledge, right? But its literal source. And knowing that our creator is balanced, fair, just, cyclical, progressive, and impartial to man or title, then the question must be asked, who teaches the dumb spider to spin its geometric webs? Who teaches the bird to create its nest? Who teaches the dog to be empathetic to man? Who teaches the rabbit to run from the fox without ever having seen a fox or know what one is? Who teaches the rabbit to run? See, when a baby is born in this world, it's born knowing nothing, devoid of knowledge, not even knowing its own species or its origin. Now, let Creator show you why your position and advancement in the holy kingdom will go on unceasingly, sisters. The book of Satantes, 8:8, right? Notice who is speaking. This is God, true God. The very first one, Satantes. God said, on that hangs the highest testimony of the person of the great spirit Jehovah. What I just asked you, the question I just asked you, who teaches the spider to spin its web? Huh? Look what God said. On that hangs the highest testimony of the personage of the great Jehovah. He created man the nearest to blank of all the living. Purposely, unlike all the rest, and devoid of sense. Does not a baby see a rabbit ain't never have to seen a fox, but a fox coming that hole, a rabbit could be 1 day old. It know to run. A baby will lick his finger and stick it in a light socket and then turn around and stick the other finger in a rattlesnake mouth. Because it's devoid of sense. It's learning. Right? Whereas, now if you apply them where it says, whereas according in order of the animals, right, world, a newborn baby should already be wise. Just like a newborn spider is wise, or a newborn rabbit is already know to run from the fox. The baby will stick his finger in a rattlesnake mouth, right? But look what, now first God said, right? Look what Jehovah says, showing that there are two different things. One, God is in service to the other. Jehovah, the creator. The creator creates gods. So where it says, whereas according to the order in the others of the animal world, because man is an animal, a newborn babe should be already wise, but it's not. Why? Because Jehovah says, I have provided all the living with certain paths to travel in, but man alone I created new out of all things dead and dissolved, and he shall grow forever. to the beast, right? To that spider, to that rabbit, to that fox, to that bird, right? To the beast, I gave an already created sense, the so-called instinct. To man, I allowed it angels. And you might as well throw your parents in there too, right? And even these angels, I have provided with others above them, and yet others above them forever and ever. Thus, the first of man, the newborn baby, I created a blank in sense and judgment, so that he may be a witness that even he himself was fashioned and created anew by my hand. And look what the Creator say right here. Nor did I create him imperfectly. Creator said, I didn't make no mistakes when I made man. I know exactly what I did. He said, nor did I create man imperfectly, that he should re-enter a womb and be born over again. Uh-oh. Because what does he say? That which I, the Creator, do is well done. Huh? So the question must be asked, who and what is God? Right? And should you praise this deity? The question comes straightforward and fast in Owaspy. We have the wise man asking the initiate. We find him here saying in the book of Safar, or the book of the spoken tongue, the book of the tongue, who is God? The initiate answers, a spirit with a heavenly throne. Look at this though. Believed by people in darkness, right? To be the creator of all things. Familiar spirits often call themselves God and taught mortals, you, to call them that also. Right? Now, and is true God anything different, right, than what you will be in time to come, sisters? Look here. Creator gives us light about it. He gives us a whole book about it. This is the book of discipline, where God, true God, reveals who he is. Behold, this is the word from the organic heaven. Hear the words of your God, oh man. I am your brother, not your father. I'm bro, not dad. I am your brother, risen from mortality, which means he was alive on earth, a man who died. This is true God speaking. Risen from mortality to a holy place in heaven. Profit from my wisdom and be admonished by my love. For as I am your elder brother, bro, not the father, but the brother. This is God, a one-time man. Listen, for as I am your elder brother, so shall it be with you, sisters, to rise also in time to come and look back to mortals and tell and call them to the exalted heavens of the Almighty. Listen to God speak. This is God talking. He says to Jehovah, not himself. He says to Jehovah, all adoration and glory forever. Amen. All life, motion, power, and things seen and unseen are by and through him. This is God telling you. So if God is telling you to praise the Creator, why are you praising a God? Because you honestly may be one of these people who believe that God to be the creator of all things. Huh? But look at God, true God, praising the Creator. All life, motion, power, and things seen and unseen are by and through him. Neither is there an angel in heaven so high, nor sufficiently wise to comprehend Jehovah in his entirety, nor to see him as you see your fellow man. Uh-oh, Moses. As a kingdom on earth, this is true God speaking still, as a kingdom on earth has a king, and the king is nevertheless a mortal, so in like manner is the heavenly place of your God, a kingdom of angels, and the chief over them is God, an angel also. Huh? God tells you here he's risen from mortality to a holy place in heaven. But look what he goes on to say. Nor is this all. For there is a third resurrection in which the angels rise still higher in wisdom, love, and power, and are sent by your God into Etheria, the higher heavens, midway, between the planets and stars, the highest of all heavens, over which there are chiefs who are also gods and goddesses. Huh? You think they in submission? Do you believe they are subjugated? Put in the corner to be silent? No, you are a goddess. Huh? And not only are you a goddess, equal to any god or higher than any god, you are the goddess of still more comprehensive attributes. Huh? So you are higher than true God of the earth. Because true God goes into Etheria, where there are these other chiefs who are also gods, but they are of higher and more comprehensive attributes than even true God of earth. Listen, this is key. Therefore, I am like any other spirit of the dead. I'm just like Juju. I'm just like Grandma. I'm just like Pawpaw. I died. Right? I was a one-time man upon the earth. This is true God speaking. Revealing God is revealing who he is. Therefore, I am like any other spirit of the dead, a one-time man upon the earth, even as you are in this day, sitting here watching me. But one within the organic heavens of the earth. See, it's straightforward and easy with a waspy. You are not lesser than, sister. Listen, you are not lesser than. As a matter of fact, the Creator is revealed only in a waspy that he created all men and women to attain to the Godhead in time to come. Just as God revealed to you in the prior chapter. Creator reveals to you that all men and women are to attain the Godhead in time to come. Let's let a waspy shine some light on the topic. This is the book of inspiration, 8 and 5. But because I made man with the capacity to receive inspiration from all things, he manifests both evil and good. So according to his birth, listen, and his surroundings, so is man good or bad. But nevertheless, Look what the Creator say. I created man with the capacity to comprehend this also. For so I designed him. Listen, this is the Creator speaking. I designed him from the start to work his way up to the Godhead, understanding all below him. So yes, you, sister. Yes, you, sister. You too will become a goddess in full power and with as much liberty as any god. As a matter of fact, your whole life is in preparation to attain the Godhead. You are literally a GIT, huh? A goddess in training. Let me get some creative gangs in the chat real quick. You dig what I'm talking about? Hit me with the vortex creative gang. Because sisters, you are literally a goddess. Your life, huh? Your everyday existence, right? Makes you a GIT, a goddess in training, huh? So now it's proven, right, that women as well as men can attain the highest levels of godhood. I believe that at this point, it becomes a more comprehensive question. If we change the topic from basically what you can be to where were you? Because see, I can show you better than I can tell you. You feel me? Look at this. Sisters. Where were you? Where were you, sisters? Huh? Where were you when the first god of earth, Sethantes, was inaugurated circa 75,174 BC during the first arc cycle of Wayne? Where were you, sisters? You, sisters, were the higher ranking angelic being sent by the Creator to put true God in his position. Listen. Just if God is a principle, there has to be somebody over with more power than the principle to put him in his position. Huh? They are called the school board. Huh? And over the school board, there's a superintendent higher than the principal. Huh? It's the same thing as above, so below. To be true God, you must be set, inaugurated into your godhood by a higher ranking God. But look, this is the book of Sethantes, 1 and 6. And the voice of Jehovah came to me, saying, Sethantes, my son, behold, in my Ethereal heavens I gave into your charge millions of angels, whom you have brought to the earth, and they have fallen from their high estate. Go and deliver them. And I said, what shall I do? This is God speaking. Listen. And I said, this is Sethantes speaking. What shall I do? And Jehovah said, bring your angel host to Horeb, which is the very first heaven of the earth. For there I will crown you God of these heavens, right? And earth, for the redemption of angels and mortals. And it shall be a new heavenly kingdom from this time forward to the end of the world. For it is the time of the ark of Wayne. And I will bring, listen, and I will bring from Etheria. Remember, he on earth. The higher heavens are in Etheria. I will bring from Etheria my high-raised goddess, Etisiah, chief factor of Harmutz. Huh? There is to explain Harmutz and Emutz to you. Emutz is a person who deals with things of earth. High-raised Etherian gods who deal with things of earth. A Harmutz is even higher than them. So a Harmutz would bring many Emutz with them, right? Okay, so she super high raised. Look at Tesiah. Look at you, sister. This is you. He said, I will bring from Etheria my high raised goddess, Tesiah. Huh? Don't that sound like a sister? Tesiah, chief factor of Harmutz, and she shall crown you in my name. Huh? So God is being crowned by a woman of higher rank than him in the name of the Creator. Look at this. Look at the order. Look at the oneness and the harmony and the symmetry. Huh? There is rhyme to this reason. Look at you, Tesiah. Huh? You put first God in his position, right? And she shall crown you in my name, God of heaven and earth. God said, when I had thus spoken in Horeb before the angels of heaven, a great light like a sun was seen descending from the firmament above. And I commanded my SNRs to chant in praise of the Father and his works. And SNR is a spiritual musician. Meanwhile, I had the angels of Horeb numbered, and there were 27,600,000. That's how many people are with Sephantes, being the same who were on an excursion in my charge when the voice of Jehovah commanded us to visit the earth, right? So they just on a little leisurely stroll with 27.6 million angels just floating around. They out here kicking it in the Atavasi. You dig what I'm talking about? In the Etherian spaceship. And then it's like you get a call. Jehovah got a call. Jehovah gave true God a call. Come on down here and visit the earth. So he hit a U-turn and went on and visited the earth. Now, but look, the light above descended fast toward us like a ship of fire. It came nearer and nearer till we saw that it was wider than the place of Horeb and all its angel hosts. So this place, this ship, is wider than the very first kingdom in heaven. How massive is this ship she driving, right? And when the great light had descended to the plateau of Horeb, there came from out of the light 1,000,000 archangels from the ark of Wayne, in the host of Ajah, in the orbit of Tau Sang, our great serpent, the sun, in Etheria, and they bore regalia and crowns from the Orion chief of Harmutz, which is Tesiah. So she gave them crowns and regalia and great clothing. You dig what I'm talking about? Befitting Etherian gods. She gave them all this. The foremost of the angels was Tesiah, higher than God himself. Look at yourself, sister. Does this look like sublimation? Submission? Subjugation? Silence? Not only that, not only was you the big boss dog, Tesiah, right, foremost of the archangels, and her brother, Yatiaga, commissioners from the Etherian heavens, right? So not only you brought your brother, both of y'all bosses, but you higher than even he is. Huh? We look down here at the book of 2 1 and 16 when it says, when all things were ready, Etesiah, standing erect and brilliant like a star, raised her right hand, saying, Jehovah, all wise and powerful, in your name, this, your son, God, I crown. From the Orion chief, Harmutz, raised to the rank of God, and by you, O Jehovah, ordained. Huh? So God is given his position by the Creator and must be ordained, right? Ordained, set in his seat by an angelic being higher than he is. And who do we find it doing it for the very first time on this earth? A sister, Etesiah, right? From this time forward, to be known forever in the emancipated heavens as your son, peace, wisdom, love, and power. And now with her left hand, she raised the crown up high. I want y'all to listen what happens. Wrap this in your mind so that all could see and bear witness. And upon giving the sign again of the name of Jehovah's name, right? So she gave a sign above the crown. A flame of light shot forward brilliantly from it. And then she placed the crown on God's head. So he's sitting, right? And she does the sign of the Creator over the crown, and a light like fire jumps out through it. And then she set it on true God's head. Look, she says, arise, O my son of Jehovah. And instantly there arose from the millions of souls one universal shout, all hail, O son of Jehovah. And God rose up, 17, having the crown on his head, and the people cheered him lustily, for he was well beloved. Huh? But I must ask you again, sisters, where were you? Where were you when the first Etherian angels graduated off the planet? You, goddess, were the one who came and picked them up, as any good mother would, and as only revealed in Owaspy. Book of Jehovah Book of Jehovah 7 and 17, right? Jehovah explains how this is and when these pickups will be done, right? And in the time of Dan, I will send down ships from Etheria to God, his lords and brides and bridegrooms, by my Etherian gods and goddesses. These ships shall descend to these heavens on earth to receive God. Remind you, this is before it ever even happened. He's ordering what's going to happen later. It had never happened on earth. By my Etherian gods and goddesses, these ships shall descend down to these heavens to receive God, right? So somebody coming to pick up God, his lords, and the brides and bridegrooms, or the Etherian angels who graduated off the planet, and carry them up to the exalted regions that I have prepared for them. 18. All those who ascend shall be called a harvest to me through my God and lords, right? You see him setting up the order, right? And through my God and lords, and the time of my harvest shall be according to each Dan, huh? As revealed in the timetables of prophecy, which is 200 years, 400 years, 600 years, and 500 years. And these shall be called my lesser cycles, being that your arc cycles are your greater cycles. because they are the timetables of prophecy, which I give to my servants. So we see Creator setting this order up that when you got to come get these babies, huh? You got to be there. Now look who was the very first person to ever show up. Huh? The very first person to ever show up was you, sister. On Messiah. On Messiah. Look at your sister. Look at yourself. On Messiah. High aspiring goddess of Hanshi, along with 1,000 counselors gathered in a host of 5 million souls, emancipated. And to them, the dignified Onesiah spoke, saying, so what's happening is she in a group with 1,000 of her closest counselors or friends. But the clique got 5 million niggas in it. And so she turned around talking to them, right? Look what she's saying. Unlike all the harvests previously delivered to us from other corporeal worlds. So this ain't nothing new. She's already harvested Etherian angels from other corporeal worlds. She says, unlike all the harvests previously delivered to us from other corporeal worlds, Jehovah, the Creator, sends us the firstborn of the earth. So the very first time an etheric being ever went up into the higher heavens, Onesiah took him. You, sister, you took him. Huh? Look what she said about picking up the very first babies of earth. Let us rejoice and glorify him, oh my beloved. Send out to the boundaries of Hanshi. She said, send out to the edge of the hood and proclaim there the upraised host of the earth. She said, tell about them. Man, let them people know that the firstborn of earth is coming here. And look what she said, just like a mama. She said, you who volunteered to go to the earth and receive them, come quickly. And you who remain at home, provide them with mansions and quarters. Look at her commanding. Huh? Does this sound like subjugation? Does this sound like submission? Or does it sound like a female leading? Huh? Commanding in the name of the Creator. And look, just like a mama, she said, look right here. You who volunteer to go to the earth, receive them, come quickly. Don't your mama be saying, y'all about to bank me late. Hurry up, y'all now. Get in the car now. Hurry up. You did what I'm talking about. And look, and you, don't she say this to yourself? And y'all done had this happen before. I already know. Your mama in turn said, you make sure the trash get out. You make sure them floors is mopped. And them dishes better be done when I get home. Right? Look what she said. She said, you who remain at home, provide them with mansions and quarters. It was you, sisters, that came and picked up the first Etherian angels who graduated off the planet. You are not lesser than. Huh? Where were you, sisters, when the spiritual grade of man was in decline pre-flood? Where were you? Huh? Let me show you where you were. You were in willing service to your Creator, ensuring his commands, and only his commands are carried forth. Picking up the graduated spirits and moving and removing them to higher Etherian heavens situated for their spiritual rates. Look, Kishalana changed the period of generation from 12 years, right? This is the book of synopsis, the book of synopsis of 16 cycles. Kishalana, an angel, right, had raised the generation from 12 years to the upper grades, namely Abner, right? This is an Etherian god here. Watch this. Abner in the 7th cycle during 3,200 years and half staff. Etherian Ajah 7, Ho 10, grade 99. Look, he taking them to a grade. The people who graduating, the very first people graduating off the planet, right? Well, actually, this is the 7th people to graduate, but these people are coming off at 99 in the 7th era, right? But look, it's Sini, goddess of Marseth, Etheria Dan of Jim, enduring 3,200 years, grade 93. Look at that scene. Look at the sister. Huh? We got Boaz, god of home, Orion Field, Dan of Josh, enduring 2,700 years at grade 88. Right? They're talking about the timetables in the arc cycles. So when they say Boaz, god of home, in Orion Field, this is where he's from, of the Dan of Josh, right? That's what Danny's under, right? Enduring 2,700 years. This is where these Etherian angels of grade 88 went to with Boaz in the Orion Field, right? Look, we got Daivi, though. Daivi, look at Daivi, right? She look exotic. That name exotic. Daivi, goddess of Wawitsky in Ajah 36, Dan of Ruth, huh? Enduring 2,900 years, grade 82. Liamis, goddess of war. Look at Liamis, huh? Now, war is not like war that we would have on earth between man. War is an etheric etheric place in the higher heavens, right? War is a place in a land in Brock, right? Dan 40. Now look, right here, she is in Dan 40, showing the great age of the planet she came from. Because here on Earth, as revealed by the times tables of prophecy, we are in the 25th arc cycle of our planet. In Dan 25, her planet is in already Dan 40. Orion Field, Simsi, enduring 3,000 years, grade 72. Notice that the grade is dropping: 99, 93, 88, 82, 73, right? Then we have Divyas, god of Hut and Habak, Jaya, 22, Neth, enduring 3,100 years of grade 69. Roya Yisyis, look at Roya Yisyis, goddess of Tamak, a goddess of Tamak, bent, one of Hoodoo Waltz, enduring 3,700 years in grade 61. Then you have Yij, chief, this is a male, Yij, chief of Orion Field, Lud in Gu, Dan 74. Look how old this planet is. Enduring 2,600 years, grade 58. Then we got Guyaniv. This the homegirl Guyaniv right here. We call her Gully. This the homegirl Gully. The chieftainess, Orion Field of Ublo in JI 40. enduring 3,400 years. Grade 51. Now, which leads you right here. So we got from the 7th to the 15th arc cycle covered, right? Now, look what it says. From this time forward, there was found no grade in the roadway of the solar phalanx, or the great serpent, sufficiently dense for the angels of the heavens of the earth, right? So below 50, they couldn't find a grade to bring these people to, right? But look what the Creator say. I will rescue them from darkness. Who gonna rescue? I will rescue them from darkness. I will carry them to an Aegean region, which I previously created for spirits of darkness. And I will appoint over them gods and goddesses to teach them of me and my kingdoms. Not just gods, goddesses. You are not lesser than. You have worth. No need to be subjugated when our Creator's heavens are emancipation itself. And the earth and her heavens shall take a new start among my inhabitable worlds. In all these ways, then, I have provided labor for my high-raised angels, gods, and goddesses. They are one-time men and women, sisters. Look at all these goddesses. That's you, Essini. That's you, Lamis. Y'all know a Lamis. In y'all hood somewhere, y'all know this girl. That girl is you. You are going to be a goddess in time to come. Huh? Look what Creator say. In all these ways, then, I have provided labor for my high-raised angels in the places I have created, says Jehovah. Because remember, he said, over man I put angels, and over them angels I put even higher angels, and over them angels I put even higher angels, and over God I put higher angels, and over them gods I put higher angels, and so on and so on and so on. But let me ask you, where were you? Where were you, sisters, during the great flood? Huh? Where were you during the great flood? Not only were you helping to cause the flood, yeah, we're going to have to bring it out. Not only were you helping to cause the flood, but you also received the spirits of the dead after such a great calamity and helped to soothe and restore the spirit after death of the corporeal body. This is true God speaking. He is about to sink a continent, and this is who he has with him to do it. A continent sinking causes the great deluge. A great island, a continent, misunderstood as Atlantis and Lemuria and such, was sunken and is now the floor. The ground above is now the floor of the Pacific. So ask yourself, what does Hawaii sit on? Okay. But for every 10 sections, I appointed 100 marshals and one god. And for every 10 gods, one chief and emuts. Remember, we had Hartemuts and emuts. These are chief gods who deal with things of the earth, and emuts, and over them they have Hormuz, right? Remember, we just read that. According to their rank in the heavens from which they came. So I appointed them. This is true God speaking. These then are the chief in Imuts. Listen, Agar of the order of Achchav, son of Jehovah, and Boich, which from the corporeal star Godad. Check his resume. From the corporeal star Godad, raised in Ben of Ajah 70 of 700,000 years as an inhabitant of God. This one man here, Agar, is 700,000 years old, right? And he the lowest. Look at Hoji. Hoji, son of Jehovah, Marshwan of Hadam and Og, Nebulae 4 and Petreth, swift messenger of June, of the corporeal star Alanx. He's from a whole nother planet. Of 1,200,000 years as an inhabitant of Wath in Joyce. This man is 1.2 million years old. Look at his work. But look. Third, right? Fishumatavi. And you know she a sister, and you know when she said it, she rolled her neck. What's your name? Fistamatavi. Daughter of Jehovah. This is you, sister. Look at Fistamatavi down here. That's how I picture her in my mind. Gorgeous and beautiful, just like you. And don't act like you don't see this melanin popping. Fistumativi, daughter of Jehovah, Jayan, Ujlan, and Kai. It's a rank. Goddess of Ain, goddess of Ad, governess of Wow, of the corporeal star Terwig, and of the plains of Exwer and Gohin, in the Etherian ark of Labis, 1,300,000 years. Oh, that black ain't cracking. Next, Hayata. Look at Hayata. Don't she look like a Hayata? You dig what I'm talking about? She look like she came to Iwata them somewhere. Look at Hayata. Look at you, sister. Daughter of Jehovah and nurse of Huinbang. In 57 Ajah of the corporeal star Heats. Where is Heats? A milkmaid. Goddess of Luf. Goddess of the plateau of Anbaf in Etheria. Rank 90. And of 2 million years as an inhabitant of Nud and Ix. Hiata. Look at the sister, Hiata. Then we got Gons left, right? And we got Neo, the god of Loon, of Hantaya, right? But look who we got next. Sishi. Yeah, that's Sishi, right in the middle. Sishi, goddess of Nu, in Lutz and Rab, goddess of Bod, goddess of Tur, goddess of Red, Ajah 20, from the corporeal star Ithmul, inhabitant of Sugar, 1 million years, an inhabitant of Rana, 1,200,000 years. So 2.2 million years she been around. Sishi. But look at my baby right here, though. Listaca. Listaca. You know she said it. You know she said it. Look at her. Melanin popping. She's shining. Look at the sister. Listiaca. Goddess of man. Yes, she is. Goddess of hurts. Megahertz. Listiaca. Goddess of Psalm and Nod. Weaver of Otbach and Agamas. Rank 90. Raised on the corporeal star Mem. Just like our planet is called Earth or Kai or Gaia. She was raised on another corporeal star called Mim. Inhabitant of Dasawig and Nogrim Gabriometi. 2,900,000 years. 2.9 million years. That black don't crack. But look, even higher. Raised up even higher. Look at my sister. Tisica. Goddess of cold. Goddess of lots. And with the Haga. Goddess of Duiji. And Lu of Magatsa. Goddess of Ep. Goddess of Gek. Of Hinashalonkia. Goddess of Gek in Hinashalonkia. Goddess of Tur in the Jayan swamps of Dobakta. 55. Raised on the corporeal sun. Huh? Knowing good and well you must be melanated if you raised on a sun. Her name is Tisica or Tisika. You know that's a sister. She was raised on a sun, just like our sun. Oh, y'all think the sun is hot and no, the sun has a corporeal body at its center, just like our planet has in the center of its vortex, just like our planet has a corporeal body at its center of its vortex. The sun doesn't give off heat. It steals it. Huh? So to grow up on a sun, most people are logically, by creation, right? Melanated. That's you, sister. Huh? Raised on the corporeal sun knits of the serpent tongue. Huh? Inhabitant of Tayahitsvi, 2 million years. Inhabitant of Pala, 1,700,000 years. Three, right here. 3.7 million years of experience, knowledge, persistence, obedience to the Creator's loving light and nature. It would raise you up to a goddess too. That's why we're telling you, you must understand what a God, a Lord God, or a Lord is before you pray to them. It is the misunderstanding told in religious dogma that has you praising creation and not the Creator. Creator say, come on home. I am all emancipation and liberty. But the gods tell you submission, subjugation, and silence. Where were you, sisters? Not only were you present at the sinking of the continent of Pan, right? Pan, which is misunderstood as the mythic land of Lemuria and Mu. But you were the guest of honor. Now, I want you to wrap your minds around this, sister. So I want you to take your wig and I want you to pull it down as low as it goes, right? I want you to stick your bobby pins and make sure they fasten, right? I want you to fix your lace front. You did what I'm talking about? Just make sure that mug right, because I'm about to peel your wig back, right? Wrap your minds around this, sister. The highest angelic being to ever, forever, the highest angelic being to ever grace our planet was a female. Does that sound like you being subjugated? Does that sound like submission to the creation? Does it sound like you being silenced? Well, if you are, they are not of the creator. Not only were you the guest of honor, but you are the highest angelic being to ever touch this planet. No God has been higher than you, woman. No God has been higher than you, sister. Let's look at the sister. Fiatisi. This is during the sinking of Pan. Nobody, she's higher in rank than the God that is about to smash the side of the planet in. She higher ranked than them. Watch this. Let me read off this sister's resume. We done read off everybody else's resume, right? Let's read off this sister. This is a sister too. Fiatisi. Right? Fiatisi. Goddess of Lubuk. Goddess of Sarianya and Galolo. Goddess of Is. Listen. Goddess of Zerl. Is Zerl. We'll pick up on it later. Goddess of Loklo. Goddess of of Aja 75. Goddess of Warts and Duita. Goddess of Kraya. Goddess of Baku. Goddess of Teal and Rautsits. And these are not only heavens, but they are Ethereal places that hold thousands of worlds in them. She's the God of them all. That's like saying you are the God of the solar phalanx here, or our solar system, right? In our solar system, there are multiple planets, right? So she's the goddess. She would be, when they say a place like Kaya or Baku or goddess of Teal, these are massive areas in the Ethereum that have their own worlds, right? And some of these are individual worlds, right? Listen, she's the goddess of Teal and Ratsits, goddess of Mutsmuts, goddess of La Eretz, goddess of Wakhumwaps, goddess of Bil and Dasinwagoso, goddess of Orksa, goddess of Unksut, goddess of Shiwita, goddess of Sheen, goddess of Isa, goddess of Ham, goddess of Wikawa, goddess of Shuit, goddess of Dang and Gawak, goddess of Fatazamo, goddess of Zetayahab, of the gardens of Zetayaboth. So there is a garden, right? She's the goddess of how? Of the gardens of Zayaboth. In Aja 7, listen though, she's a surgeon in Huala, surgeon of Bos, surgeon of Rapaya, surgeon of Lumzang, surgeon of Paiga, surgeon of Sametis, nurse of Zid, nurse of Luzi, nurse of Home, nurse of Briata, queen of Whoopa, queen of Raga. Now also watch this, disciplinarian. Ooh-wee. I don't know if I want that whooping. But she's a disciplinarian of two, of Kabisumak, of Tutsmuts, of Birbir, of Setinsky, of Rivia, of Sun, of Habdab, of Fusuwats, and Setis. So look, she's a disciplinarian of all these different places. High raised in the Etherian regions. So she's a disciplinarian in many of these places, probably because she's good at it. Look, raised on the star, Planza. She's not even from Earth. Swift messenger in Baal and Wawaluk, 500,000 years. Swift messenger in Tuwaka and Runfwa, 500,000 years. That's a million years. Inhabitant of Tershash, 1 million years. That's 2. Inhabitant of the fields of Ninjaya, 1 million years. That's 3. Inhabitant of Gun, 500,000 years. That's 3.5. Maker of corporeal roadways, 500,000 years. Right? It's 4 million years. Just right there alone. So look, sister. Sophia Tisi, you right here with them braids in your head and that melanin. You, Fia Tisi, outranked all other gods and goddesses, and was special guest honor of Eighth, chief over all the rest. So he was higher and chief over everybody, and she was over him. And the star that was Fiatisi's Etherian ship was stationed near the earth so that she could better oversee the deliverance of spirits that were to be freed by the submersion of the land of Waga or Pan. And of these spirits, listen, of these spirits, there were more than 24,400,000,000, of whom more than 3 billion were fetals, familials, and spirits in chaos. Fiatisi. That's you, sister. But where were you? Got to ask the question. Remember, I could show you better than I could tell you. Where were you? Where were you when famous gods of lore actually ruled the planet? Where were you? Let me tell you where you were. You were welcoming and marshaling in even higher goddesses to the earth to pick up billions of emancipated souls to be taken to the etheric heavens. Look at this. Look at Savinti. Look at Svinti. Marshalless for the host of Apollo. Y'all thought it was a cartoon, a comic book. No, the comic book is in remembrance of how great this deity was. And I ain't talking about no Greek or nothing. This is actually almost 20,000 years before anything called Greek was ever heard of. There wasn't no Europe at the time of Apollo. This is 19th arc cycle, 57,000 years after the creation of man. Roughly 19,000 BC. Look what we find. Saventus, marshalless for the host of Apollo with 10,000 marshals and 50,000 respondents of ceremonies, made preparations to receive the host of the Atavacid. What's an Atavacid? An Etherian spaceship, commanded by Semiad. Who is Semiad? Goddess of Duiji in Etheria, goddess of Nod and Rock in Ninjaya 38, well known to Apollo and Phasia, god of Norse, longtime residents of in Etheria. So not only do we find you not in silence and subjugation, and then submission, we find you giving the orders, Savinti. We find you not only giving the orders, right? You are bringing in higher raised Etherian gods than your own God is. And look, it's a sister making the way for a sister, A marshalless making the way, make sure everything is in order for a goddess, Savinti. This is the book of Apollo, 14, 11, and 1, right? But just to enhance the wonder and the glory in the heavens of the Creator, right? Not the gods, in the heaven of Creator. Look at this ship this sister is driving. Look at the ship she commanded. Listen, as the earth is opaque with a transparent vortex around it, so the opposite is the case regarding the structure of an Etherian Atavacid. Remember, the sister goddess, right, is driving, right, an Atavacid. Listen, as the earth is opaque, or you can't see through it, with a transparent vortex around it, an atmosphere that you can see through, so the opposite is the case regarding the structure of the Etherian Atavacid. That's a little visual down here, just so you can try to wrap your mind around what's really going on. And what I'm telling you is this visual ain't nothing. I'm just trying to, it can't compare to what I'm about to describe. Listen, right? Being light and habitable within as well as without, like the Etherian worlds in the firmament. As Jehovah makes worlds and sends them forth in the places of his firmament, so in imitation of him, his Etherian gods and goddesses make Atavacids, these massive ships, to traverse space from star to star, from one Etherian region to another. Great in wisdom and power are Jehovah's Etherian gods and goddesses. Yet they too were only men and women with corporeal bodies, just like you and I, gods, goddesses in training. No submission. Only submission is to the good done to others. Only submission is to the understanding that purity of body, the law of the diet, is one. Purity of diet, good works done to others, that's it. Don't matter really what you call it. Or it don't matter what you're saying. What you're talking about. It's about what you're doing. And Jehovah said, this is the Creator speaking, I have given power to spirits of the newly dead, right, to clothe themselves from the atmosphere, right, with corporeal semblances of flesh and blood, just like they said Jesus did. He came back, took upon the semblance of flesh, correct? All right. So he's saying to the newly dead, I give that power, right? And to my exalted and newly dead, maybe 200 years, before you learn that time. You dig what I'm talking about? Before you learn that skill, right? And my exalted atmospherian angels, right? And to my exalted atmospherian angels, I have given the power to clothe themselves from Eve in forms of light. How many times have you heard about a prophet seeing an angel or speaking to an angel, and he's in this bearing light, this glaring light that you can hardly see, right? Don't they talk about every angel coming down from heaven with this light? Well, those are only atmospherian angels, right? Look what the Creator, he say, to my exalted atmospherian angels, those are ones still here on earth. I have given power to clothe themselves from Eve or ether. What we misunderstand is space in forms of light. But to my exalted Etherian angels like Simeon, like Apollo and Phasia, right? To my exalted Etherian gods, I have given power to clothe their host with ships of fire and otavans and atavasids. Otavans are like worlds. Atavasids are like moons, to put it in a way you can understand it. You dig what I'm talking about? They're both these magnificent ships. One is just way larger than the other. But look what we find. See, this is your place in the Creator's heaven, sister. Right? Compare that to the limited existence, right? Taught by the false gods of religion. Look. Now look at yourself. Look at yourself, sisters. This is you. Look at Simeon. Ooh, that chocolate. Look at Simeon. Look what the book say. Simeon. Remember, Saventi is making her way for her, right? Simeon was a small woman, dark, and of deep love. Dark and of deep love, you see it. Most jovial of goddesses. Not you behind a man who behind another man who's behind another man. Because we already understand that God is a one-time man. Goddess is a one-time woman. No more than what you will be in time to come. They say she the most jovial goddess and had long looked forward with joy to her pleasure of bringing so large a ship to deliver 2 billion of Jehovah's brides and bridegrooms into Etherian worlds. And so, when the Atavasid, her spaceship, was about to land in Gal, Simeon looked out from the clusters of central stars, the ornaments of the throne within the ship, to see the hosts who were assembled beneath, and joyously clapped her hands with delight, at which she was saluted by Apollo and Phasia, and by God and his lords. Presently, the mighty vessel which Simeon is driving, the Atavasid, right, landed and anchored fast. And the ship of Apollo was moved up alongside and made fast to the Atavasid. So Apollo's ship fit on side of hers. It's like having a big RV with everybody in it, but you towing a car behind it. She got a massive ship, an Atavasid. Meanwhile, Simeon, look at you, sister. This is you. This is your position in the Creator's heaven. Look it. Meanwhile, Simeon came forth out of the ship, and she was received in the arms of Saventi. the sister, huh? So the other sister came down. She said, hey, girl. And they gave each other a hug. The Marshalless of Apollo. And then proceeded to the throne of God. All the while, the musicians had been playing and singing, and the music of the lower heavens was thus united with the music of the upper heavens, which she bumping. So she got music slapping out the Atavasi. You dig what I'm talking about? And her music start mingling with the music of the lower heavens. And I can just imagine. And look, God said, welcome, O daughter of Jehovah. Come and honor my throne in his name. In Jehovah's name, not in God, in the creator's name. God is allowing his sister, Simeah, to come and honor his throne. And Simeah said, by the grace and love of Jehovah, I have come, O God, and to you, O Apollo, and most wonderful of the, he said, and to you, O Apollo, most wonderful of earth-born gods. Apollo was born here. Huh? This is why you still hear about him in myth and lore and legend. Huh? Because Apollo was the most wonderful of the earth-born gods. Now, how can I express my boundless love? And to you, this is Simeah speaking, O Phasia, long-enduring son of Jehovah. My soul is as a twin for the glory of our everlasting creator. Look at the goddess giving love and props and adoration to the creator. Look at God. True God. Look, God said, welcome, O daughter of Jehovah. Come and honor my throne in his name, Jehovah's name. So we have a goddess and God both praising creator. So why are you praising God? But let's go further. Behold, I have come in Jehovah's name to wed these 2 billion. He got 2 billion people there with him that she about to take and move on to the higher heavens, right? And she taking Apollo too, and Phasia too. She riding in the big boy whip, right? Behold, I have come in Jehovah's name to wed these 2 billion brides and bridegrooms to Jehovah. Phasia said, your will in Jehovah's be done. And now they shook hands, as is the custom of gods and goddesses. And Simeah went and sat on the throne, saluting all the assemblage by making the sign of Jehovah's name with her right hand. Huh? Another goddess signaling the name of Jehovah with the hand. Huh? Which was answered by 3 billion spirits. And now the musicians played and sang the stars of Jehovah, which must be a song. Meanwhile, the all light began to descend thick and fast on Simeah's head, so brilliant that many could not look upon it. Now look, compare what you've read so far, right? To the limited existence taught by the false gods, by the false deities of religion. They don't deserve the title God. Look at the existence taught by the false gods compared to what you're reading. Look at yourself. This is you, Simeah. Now, I want you to picture yourself high raised and holy enough that the Creator speaks through you. Oh, Simeah, oh, my sister. And look, and Jehovah spoke through Simeah, saying, I blow my breath upon a corporeal world, and man springs forth in the life, the highest of my created lights. in the womb of Ma, or the earth, or the Om, the negative, right? I fashion his spirit. When he is shapely and white, I deliver him. I open the heaven of suns and warm his soul. Brighter than diamonds he comes forth. Male and female they come. Not in subjugation to a man, not in waiting for him to raise so you can raise. Your teachings matter. Your ways matter. Why? Because creators say you matter. Come home, sister. Because he said they come brighter than diamonds, they come forth. Male and female, they come. As stars for my everlasting worlds, dressed as brides and bridegrooms for my chambers of light and love. In my arms, they shall be blessed forever. In my mansions, rejoice forever. Look at you, Simeon. The creator, you so high raised, sister. The creator came and spoke through you. Could you imagine that feeling? But I must turn and then ask the question again, my sisters. Where were you? Where were you when the birth of histories? Most glorious kingdoms came into being, like Phoenicia, Ugarit, Egypt, Sumer, ancient Hindustan, ancient Chinese, and the mighty Egoquim, or the Algonquin kingdoms of America. Where were you? Where were you when Thofma, aka Khufu, built the Great Pyramids? Where were you, sister? Let me tell you where you were. You were the 23rd true goddess of the entire earth and heavens. And it was you, sister, who overseen the rise and fall of all knowledge and nations on the earth. From circa 3953 BC to 1553 BC, called the Arcaspita, as revealed in the timetables of prophecy. Right here, 23rd arc cycle, 2400 year period from 3953 BC to 1553 BC. Right? Or 5,800 years, right, from 1848. Called the Arcaspita, right? Who was the god? Simtiamaj. It was you, sister. It wasn't no man. It was you. Simtiamaj. Look at your sister. Orion chieftainess. You were the Orion chieftainess, Simtiamaj, daughter of the creator Jehovah. But arguably, right, she completed an even more important task during her time as goddess on earth. She literally, I need to emphasize this. She literally overseen the birth of some of the most powerful and well-known prophets of the Most High. So, where were you during the birth, raising, and death of the four great prophets? Where were you, sister? Where were you, Cynthia Maj? Where were you, little black girl? Where were you, oppressed woman? Where were you? Were you in subjugation? Were you in submission? Were you in darkness and silence, waiting on a man to give you what you need? Were you? No. Where you were, sister, was You were overseeing it all. Look at the 4 great prophets. Po of China, Brahma of ancient Vindu, ancient India. Look at Abram, They say Abram was a copper colored with long, dark, black, coarse hair, fierce to look upon. Look at Abram's face. Do he look like he playing? And yeah, y'all know about Abram, Y'all know about Iwata. Many of y'all know about even the story of Poe, but have been confused with Confucius. Many of y'all know about Poe and Abram and Iwata, From India, Africa, China. But y'all don't know about Iwata, The great prophet of America, Son of Haonga, Aboriginal American, copper-colored Negroid. Just like me, just like you. Where were you, sisters? You were overseeing it all. This is the book of Simti Maj, 4 and 10, right? We're going to start a little bit in 9, right? The all light settled upon him, and he again ascended the throne and sat in the middle. Then Simti Maj spoke, saying to God, this is you speaking, sister. Jehovah has commanded the raising of a voice in 4 divisions of the earth. What is your light, O God? And God said, in Japheth, I have raised up a man named Po. Ancient Japheth, look at Po, of the Ainu stock, I have raised up a man named Po, and Ahoan, of the iron side of grade 95. If y'all been watching the videos, you know about spirit grade, Spirit grade is rated by work done to others. So they coming out the womb, raised up to levels of 95, meaning they do 95% of the things of their day unselfishly and for others, and only 5% for themselves. Imagine that. So when they die, they go to a heaven situated for the 95s. The highest heavens. Their graduation is quick. This is where I'm trying to be. Right? This is where we all trying to be in the Creator's heavens, right? She raised up a man, Po, and Ahuin of the iron side of grade 95 in Erabinia, or what we know, where the word Arab comes from, which is the Middle East and continental Africa. I have raised up a man named Abram and Ahoin of the iron side of grade 95. Look at Abram. Look at Po. Look at Abram. In Vindu, in ancient Hindustan, right? I have raised up a man named Brahma and Ahuin of the iron side, a copper-colored man of the iron side, or the side who gets it, the one who has spiritual advancement, right? Spiritual insight or ability, right? He's a nigga who get it. Brahma and Ahuin of the iron side. Excuse my language, but I need you to understand this. Of grade 99. Huh? And in Gautama, in America, right? Because y'all only know about Ham, Shem, and Yafet. Y'all didn't even know there's a whole nother son named Yista. Huh? But these are the sons of the four great lands, Po, Brahma, Abram, and Iwata, right? And in Gautama, ancient America, I have raised up a man named Iwata, an Ahuan of the iron side of grade 95. The Lewis, which is a spiritual geneticist. This is a rank, a title of an angel. You must master this level too on your way to the lowest level of the emancipated gods. In the lowest level of the emancipated gods in the Creator's true kingdom is called Lord. So why would you ever praise the Lord, need the lowest angel? An angel ain't nothing but a one-time man. If you praise it, it becomes an idol, a deity, not the Creator. Wake up. Right? The Lewis, the spiritual geneticists who have accomplished this labor are still with their wards, but are apprised of your coming. Behold, I send messengers with you who will answer your commands. So look at Cynthia Mars. So Cynthia Mars departed with her host and entered an Otavan, a ship of fire that God had previously prepared for her. And he gave her a car, and she took 1 million attendants with her, going straight down to the earth. First of all, she went to visit mortals and mortal kingdoms, kings and queens and temples and oracles, and then to see Po, Abram, Brahma, and Iwata, each of whom was sufficiently illumined. Each of them had suis or clairvoyance high enough to perceive or to see and to know that she herself was the person of the all voice. Look at you, sister. No subjugation. I must ask you a question. Where were you? Where were you, sisters? 1800s. Where were you, sisters, when roughly 4.5 million Aboriginal American Negroes needed to be freed from slavery? Where were you? Where were you, sisters? Let me tell you where you were. You were inspiring Lincoln. Oh, yeah. You inspired Lincoln to free the slaves because Lincoln didn't want to free them on his own. This is common knowledge. He didn't want to do it. What made him change his mind? You, sister. Look at you. Look at you. Don't she look just like an American? Well, behold, my Etherian ambassadress, Shesivi Antitotis, comes in a sea of fire. This is you, sister. Today, now, not no 2,000, 5,000, 20,000 years ago. I'm talking about where are you today? What is your worth today? What is your position today? Where were you, sister? You inspired Lincoln to free these niggas. Behold, my Etherian ambassadress, Shesivi Antitotis, comes in a sea of fire. The ship of an Etherian goddess was seen descending from the higher heavens, coming as an open ring to embrace the whole earth. And Jehovah said to him, this is Creator speaking to his ambassadress, Shesivi. Jehovah said to his ambassadress, take your own inspiring host and go down to the earth to Washington, D.C., the capital city, to Lincoln, the president, and hold this matter up to him so that he may understand me. For he is not bound in the doctrines, for which reason my angels made him president, and for this purpose, which I have in hand. It shall come to pass that Lincoln will hear you, and he shall resolve in his own mind to freedom for the slaves, but he will seek for some external sign, fearing he may have mistaken the angels who administer to him. But I will provide a way for this end also. And the angels of Creator went to Lincoln in a vision, like a dream. And they said to Lincoln, and they said to him, Lincoln, Lincoln. And he answered and said, who are you? And the angel said, those who come in Jehovah's name. Look, the angels don't come in their own name. They don't come in the name of God. They come in the name of the Creator. Those who, the righteous ones do, anyway. Behold, millions of his angels look down from heaven and would come to your armies if you would only proclaim freedom to the slaves. Remember, this has to be free choice. It has to be liberty. It has to be a free will. He has to do this on his own, even though he is being expired. He must make the choice of his own. Creator does not enforce anything on man. He gives him free will, or woman, right? He say, behold, millions of his angels look down from heaven and would come to your armies if you would only proclaim freedom to the slaves. Jehovah's hand is in this matter. And Lincoln awoke and was troubled with his dream. The next night, the angels came again and retold their words, but added to them, the great majority of the country is ripe for this matter. You fear this is only a foolish dream. Behold, we will give you proof tomorrow. And Lincoln awoke, more troubled than before, but remembered that the angels said, we will give you proof tomorrow. And the Creator said, look what the Creator said, I will make this matter a testimony to this nation so that no man may deny it. And I will show also how my angels work singly and in mighty legions. Right? So we see the host of Shesi, the Antithotis, and ambassadress, and daughter of the Great Spirit, sending her worker bees out to inspire Lincoln to free slaves. This is you, sister. And this is well known. This is well known. This is a well-known fact that who Lincoln went and seen, who he was with, and what they said, because he didn't want to free the slaves. Lincoln, he was scared, like they said, that it was just a dream and that he was going to make a wrong move. But this has been documented in all history. You can Google it. Now, at that time, living in Washington was a seeress, Natty Colburn Maynard. We're going to do a great build on there next. I'm going to get into Natty Maynard on the Jehovah Chronicles, man. Like, subscribe, and share the Jehovah Chronicles. Go on to Cosmon Cal TV. Subscribe and share. And you know what I mean? We'll get into that. And coming up real soon, Natty Colburn Maynard. She was a seeress, and she is the one who the angelic spirit spoke to influence Lincoln. Watch this. Living in Washington was a seeress, Natty Maynard, through whom spirits spoke in her entrancement. And on the day mentioned, the angel spoke through her, saying to Case, this is Lincoln homeboy, right? This is an army man. This is Lincoln homeboy, Case. Go and fetch the president into the presence of this woman. And Case went to Lincoln and told him what was said. And when Lincoln was before the seeress, the angel of Jehovah entered her and entranced her and said to him, we said we would give you proof tomorrow. Behold, we repeat to you, Jehovah is in this matter. Unless you proclaim the freedom of the slaves, you shall not succeed. Do this, though, and the enemy's armies shall melt away like snow in the sun. And look at this, and Lincoln's eyes were opened, and he immediately, see, when you come in the truth make you feel away. And when you feel away, you're going to do a thing. And when a man knows and understands that he has witnessed a spiritual thing, it permeates his whole, every part of his being, and it changes him. Lincoln's eyes were opened, and he immediately went and proclaimed freedom to the whole 4 million slaves. Who gave you emancipation? You, sister. You brought it here. JEHOVIH Antidotus, right? And finally, where are you today? This very day, as people in darkness who believe a God, an angel, an idol, a deity, per Strong's Concordance, 430 and 433, is the creator, right? Don't y'all believe God is the creator? Didn't somebody tell you you've been calling the creator God all your life? Don't start lying now, right? People in darkness who believe a God is the creator in the shape of a man sitting on a throne, cursing people and commanding war and the death of women, children, and suckling babies as proof of subservience. We find clear answers for today only in Owaspy. Who is God? A spirit with a heavenly throne, believed by people in darkness to be the creator of all things. Ain't that what you think? Be real with yourself. Familiar spirits often called themselves God and taught mortals, you, to call them that also. You've been duped. If you ever, listen, the simple proof of this statement, right? And the proof of the religious indoctrination that you may be under today, right now, is that the proof of it, we're talking about the proof of it, is that if you believe or have ever called the Most High Creator God, right? If you've ever been thinking about the Creator, but you called him God, right? That right there alone is simple, objective, real, tangible, simple and objective, not subjective, but objective proof of the proof of the truth being revealed today in Owaspy through the creator of all. If you ever for a second thought God was the creator, you've been duped. Come home, sister. Come home. But look. Let me reveal a great revelation to you. A great secret is being attempted to be suppressed by the false gods of religion today. There is not a God that you pray to, but a goddess. As revealed by the timetables of prophecy and her inauguration in the book of Esther. So there ain't no God in heaven today, not in 2022. It's a goddess. Look here, timetables of prophecy. We are here in the 25th arc cycle. It is a 3,000-year arc, beginning in 1848, ending in 4848. First year being 1881, 174 years later, you will be in what? 2022. So we are in the Cosmon era. Just like in the 24th, we was in Bond. 23rd, we was in Spita. 22nd, we was in Lu. Today, in the 25th, 75,000 years after the creation of man, we find JEHOVIH Antidotus, the goddess. Not a god, a goddess. Haven't you seen the little dog whooping the big dog lately? Haven't you seen the underdog doing a whole lot of winning lately? And look, this is the present time. This is now. We are in 2022, 174 years after 1848, or the beginning of the Cosmon era. We right here, 2022. And we have JEHOVIH Antidotus, a goddess, not a god, as the true ruler of our arc cycle in time now. Look at JEHOVIH, true goddess, today in the Cosmon era. Today. Not no 2,000 years ago, not no 1840. I'm talking about today. And yet, many of you niggas still wonder why God doesn't answer your prayers. You wonder why God don't answer your prayers? Because ain't no God there. There's a goddess. You see all this feminine energy moving out here. And fellas, we got to be careful. Because she got a job to do, and it's going to get done. Oh, yeah. Our creator is emancipation. And his ways are liberty and wisdom, not those of subjugation, submission, and silence. So in conclusion, sisters, your position in the Creator's heavens is any and every position you choose or are inspired to. And with that, I'm going to leave you in the words of our ancestors. Aho, Ashe, and Shalom. Peace, y'all.
Powerful, powerful, brother. Powerful.
Hey, like the brother said, that Owaski seems to be unmatched, like the brother Selah said, man. You know, a lot of brothers, a lot of sisters got questions on it, you know, of pretty much where they stand in this book or just in this reality in general. And I believe that both in the scriptures, in the Bible, and also in the Owaski, people, you know, seem to find their way, find their niche of what it is that they got to do to live righteously, you know, and walk circumspectly, diligently, and seeking out things that best suit them and suit their life, as long as they're, you know, it's about, like you said, it's servitude unto others, you know.
Yeah.
It's servitude unto others, man. Just hands down on that, man. I mean, there's no questioning nothing on that. If you ain't moving in that type spirit, man, then you got issues and you got problems. But the brother brought it out, man. Out of the WASPy, the book that's definitely different, like I said, but very, very interesting, man. And grab what you can grab, chew the meat, spit out the bones, if you will. But it's all good. And Cosmic Cow, man, thank you very, very much, brother. We appreciate it, man. Salute to you, brother. You're very diligent, very steadfast in this thing, man. I mean, ooh-wee.
Honestly, man, listen, man, the truth, it makes you feel a way.
Yes, sir.
And when it hits you in your soul, it reverberates and you get the feeling away. And once you get the feeling away, Brother Zadok, you're going to do something.
That's right. You're going to vibe up. You're going to level up, man. You know what I mean? Yep. You're going to take an action, and that's what it's all about. And like I said, in the Bible and in the WASPy, at the end of the day, it's all about action. What you going to do? We could talk
with all that gum bumping.
I was just saying that.
And preaching and praying. Pass the plate over here.
Right.
That's not about to get us to the higher ethereal regions.
Hey, didn't in the scripture say, hey, blood and flesh and blood shall not inherit the kingdom?
You shall not inherit the kingdoms. And then most importantly, all that's fine. Mm-hmm. But what are you doing for us today?
Right now, in the now.
Right now. I don't want no prophecy from old. What they say, let the dead bury the dead.
Dead bury the dead. And it said in there, God is not the God of the dead, but of the living, right?
Well, then why ain't biblical God or no other God other than in the one in WASPy, the creator, taught us how to beat white supremacy. That's only in WASPy. WASPy teach you how to beat white supremacy without busting a shot.
Right.
Without killing nobody.
Right.
I want something progressive. Like you say, I want something with some meat on the bone.
Meat on the bone, man. Everybody like that meat, right?
I want some vegetable meat around them seeds.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You hear me?
Yeah, definitely.
Shout to everybody who came out, man. Shout to everybody who came out, man. Creator Gang is in the house. I love y'all. I love my brother Hilltop. I love you, Sadat. I love my brother Don Yehuda. Shout out to all the faithists, man. Shout out to the Essenes, the Nazarenes. Man, we one family. We're talking about the Algonquin, Aboriginal Negroes of America. You are one people. You have only ever, the only time you've ever praised the God, he was impressed on you. Other than that, here in America, y'all know the Aboriginals praised who? The Great Spirit. And the Great Spirit only, forever and ever and ever. And it's that time that we get back on that nature, on that kick with nature, that kick with our family, that kick with lining up, doing good for others. We ain't just gonna be talking about good. We got a prayer. What's the prayer, Brother Zadok, where he say, your will be on earth, done on
the
earth.
Lord's prayer. That's the Lord's prayer. The
Lord's prayer. Your will be on earth as it done in heaven. Well, we done talking about it. Who gonna do the work? When Don Yehuda gonna buy some land next to mine, and Hilltop buy the land next to his, and Zadok buy the land next to his, and we raise up all our babies in a school.
It take an action. It definitely
teaching nothing. Well, we gonna teach everything. That's the thing. We gonna teach everything, but the one leader, the reason it will work is we have one leader, one focus, one God, one purpose, and that's the Creator.
Right.
Nothing else.
One consciousness, man.
One consciousness.
That's right.
We all different, and we all gotta play our part. I'm not savvy with the computer game. I grew up in the computer era, but I'm not the dude to go and write no algorithms. But if you want some good food, I'll grow it for you.
That's right. That's what's important right there. That's sustenance right there. That right there. That's important.
So I teach my babies how to grow food. Zadok gonna teach teach our babies how to fix on cars, how to be mechanically sound in and out the house, to be industrious. The brother Don Yehuda, right? He gonna teach the baby about gymnastics and being athletic and working with your hands and all that. The brother Hilltop, he gonna teach another thing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's one hand washing the other. Right. You dig what I'm talking about?
Well-oiled machine.
Come right now, though, in the name of the Creator, to balance all balances. Check all checks, because you know what's about to happen next when you see the butterfly vortex. Shouldn't the king have a crown? Shouldn't the king have a crown? Y'all seen the fire when I read that Josiah put the crown after she signed the name of Jehovah over the crown. The fire came out there. Well, shouldn't a king have a crown? Look at my butterflies in a vortex, huh? Stop playing, man. Come on home, sisters. Come on home, brothers. It's the only the Creator say, I am sufficient for all my creations. Just do me and you will be all right.
Brother Cosmic Cal presents the place of the women in the Creator's kingdom, and he has brought a great show. I'm gonna definitely have to play this back tomorrow about 1,000 times. I was trying to multitask at the same time and do this, but man, the brother brought the pain. He brought a good lesson for you women. I hope y'all been motivated, and I hope y'all be dedicated from now on. Shout out to all the sisters in the chat. Shout out to all the brothers in the chat.
Creator gang, peace to the righteous gods and the Nirvanian goddesses in the house. Share, sub, like, share the Scorn Black Man podcast. Go on here, hit the like button. You did what I'm talking about. When you come in, wash your hands and watch.
Money on the flow, and I gotta see what they talk about, you know. Don't talk about what you don't know with nobody in our business keeps us in business. Keep haters on the show, closest friends could be your enemies. Ain't trying to show your mama, paranoia even gets to me, especially when you blow this loud great tree. People's listening, B, plus the block raised me. I'm a gangster and a gentleman, but not too damn sensitive. No metrosexual shit, straight from the street, bitch. Stay on some shit, posted with the heaters. 40 cal, leather guns, and the millimeters. Cold-hearted when you deal with cats that's retarded. And I brought it to the house, so baby, I'm begging your pardon. The tears from your eyes, tomorrow the day we started. We gon' wine and dine, then I leave till it's throbbing.
This is all my fault, I know, but please, girl, don't cry. I didn't mean to be so cold, but I got caught up. I'ma try to see you later, or make it up another night. Maybe we can wind it tight.
We supposed to be intimate, but I ain't even into it. Now shorty getting sensitive, she know my time is tentative. Now every day we into it, because I'm always into it. Daddy go deliver it to get us out this tenement. Rap life is hectic, a hard occupation when it's money on the floor, and you gotta go and chase it. But your cutty feeling cabin fever, feeling isolated, when she used to getting straight back shots, inoculations. We carried on through complications, carefully contemplating, cush up in our conversations, keeping the time pacing. Sorry to keep you waiting, but this paper won't. And these haters will leave you faded if you let them. Since Major got the magic and Chucky chasing cheddar, Calvin P.O.B. flipping D, Jimboree. Sorry about the times I left you faded. I'll make it up another time, cause the grind's still waiting.
You know you're my missus. This is all my fault, I know, but please, girl, don't cry. I didn't mean to be so cold, but I got caught up. I'ma try to see you later, or make it up another night. Maybe we can wind it tight.
As I walk on this path of life, guided by the in the land of truth and light, where the spirits dance all night, the Creator gang shines bright, guiding us with all their might. Trumpets sound across the sky as we raise our voices high, praising the one most high, under the auspicious watchful eye. We sing songs of love and grace in this sacred space. For the Creator gang we embrace, their wisdom we chase, with trumpets playing in tune, under the silvery moon. We dance until the morning sun, this connection never undone. Harmony in every beat, our faith is concrete. Through the pages of the OSP, ancient wisdom on display, teaching us the righteous way, leading us to a brighter day. With each trumpet blast, we're reminded of the past and the love that will ever last. In this divine contrast, united in spirit, we uplift and hear it. We sing songs of love and grace in this sacred space. For the Creator gang we embrace, their wisdom we chase, with trumpets playing in tune, under the silvery moon. We dance until the morning sun, this connection never undone. We sing songs of love and grace in this sacred space. For the Creator gang we embrace, their wisdom we chase, with trumpets playing in tune, under the silvery moon. We dance until the morning sun, this connection never undone.
Oh.
You seen that? You seen that come out of the clouds? Man, what was that? Hold on, Jack. I gotta rewind that.
And oh yeah, put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you're feeling up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh, it's that Japheth, that Chow Mein, that Papa Bull, that Tao Mein, since sunset in the arc of Wayne. My brain moving like Tao Sang, so as above, it's so below. That up and that down thing, this flow is atmospheric. I call that a ground game. See, water is knowledge, so if I'm teaching, you're learning. So how your God make a sun without vortexing and current? See, the pattern is ponic, I'm reaching out for my people. Oh, watch me flow through your speakers, you feel the force of the ether. And when the force gets the equal, I'm taking off like an eagle. Police popped the pastor yesterday for pushing put equal. My DNA is Moshe. Mix that thing with higher water. My spirit rate is OTN. It's just a higher order. Got more light than Kavita. Rap a lot just like Tila. Went from sinner to saint. Shout out my big homie Sealer. Got more torque than a sports car. Got more work than a door stop. And the 4 million I make, I'm giving the Dr. Umar. Oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you're feeling up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Super 7 in my rites and ceremonies. I'm married to Jehovah, holy matrimony. Confucius say, in the words of Caillou, before you hit the tomb, be a bridegroom. Only got one question for Miss Susan B. On how to last Ahuin is now a Angui. Blame my inspiration, I'm just thinking thoughts. But in the way of God's, we gon' keep it short. Why Jesus wanna kill me, Matthew 10:34. Just a couple questions that I'm needing to know. Oh, watch me flow, it's so potent. Set the vortex in motion. Super 7, I'm floating across the Aegean Ocean. Oh, you a Muslim now, so I guess you making salat. Well, I'm a Israelite, I'ma make him at the Shabbat. Got Moses on the bumper, super slap off in my spaceship photosphere. So I stay lit, peace and light to the faith is so yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you're feeling up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh yeah. Put that Super 7 in the air. Tell me how you feeling when you feel it up there. When you in the sky breathing rarefied air. When you're breathing rarefied air, oh yeah.
As always, y'all breathe in. Let that light in. I'm Cosmo, and I'm out.